Do you want people to trust you?
Yes, and I said during the election campaign that I want people to be able to trust me with the public finances. I will never play fast and loose with the public finances because when you do, it's ordinary family finances and business finances that pay the price. And that's why in the budget this week, I was really clear going into it and coming out of it that I wanted to build up that fiscal economic resilience. So the headroom that I had in the spring statement of £9.9 billion, I've taken that up to £21.7 billion. And I know that some people are suggesting that there was a small surplus that the OBR published on Friday. But if I was on this programme today, Laura, and I was saying £4 billion surplus is fine, there was no economic repair job to be done, I think you would rightly be saying that's not good enough. That would have been the lowest surplus that any Chancellor ever delivered against their fiscal rules. But I was clear that I wanted to build up that resilience, and that is why I took those decisions to get that headroom to £21.7 billion.
So you've increased the buffer, but this is about the impression that you gave people about what was motivating your decisions. You gave the impression in the run-up to the budget that you would have no choice but to put our taxes up because the economy was short of cash. That wasn't the case.
Well, I'm really pleased that you give me a chance to answer that question directly. In the speech that I gave a couple of weeks before the budget, I said that my priorities would be to cut waiting lists in the NHS, cut the cost of living and cut the debt and borrowing.
Forgive me, Chancellor, we need to go through this in detail. I don't want anyone to fall asleep in their cornflakes, but I need to explain the detail of what this is about. It's not about your overall political motivations, and you reminding us of those this morning. It's about the specifics of what you said. Now, on November the 4th, you said very publicly the economy had less cash than previously thought. I don't want to use the jargon, but it's a productivity downgrade for people who've been following it. Your message was plainly, sorry, everyone in the country, there's less than we thought, so I'm going to have to put your taxes up. That was not entirely true, was it?
Yes. In the spring, I had headroom of £9.9 billion. The OBR numbers show that it moved around, but in their final pre-measures forecast, it was £4.2 billion. I clearly could not deliver a budget with just £4.2 billion of headroom.
I'm asking you to address this question directly.
Yes.
On November the 10th, you told the BBC, sticking to your election promise not to put taxes up would require deep cuts in spending on long-term projects. We know now you'd been told you had an extra £4 billion to play with. It wasn't true to say that, was it? Was it a lie?
I didn't have an extra £4 billion to play with. There was a downgrade in the headroom from £9.9 billion to £4.2 billion. But I was very clear in that speech on the 4th of November. I didn't want to have less headroom. I wanted to have more headroom.